Copy तो करना ही नहीं है. See, you don't have to copy it, because if you do copy, then manual work will get involved.
नहीं, वो references, sorry, I mean to say कि formula से
Yes. So do
data
it
same.
with references. Okay. So let me pull out something. Let me figure out a file first, then I will share my screen.
Do you want me to share that file? Is it okay?
If you can, why not?
Just a minute.
Where have you shared?
Just a minute.
There are only 5 people who have switched on the camera, but total people are 13. Okay, here comes Sumesh. Otherwise, I was not even aware Sumesh is there already. Here comes Sambhaji. Hi, Sambhaji. Nice to see you again.
Sir, I share that file in WhatsApp group.
Okay, let me open the file. In Power BI group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see my screen?
Yes.
And now you can see the Excel also?
Yes. Open
Okay.
that pivot. I'm talking about that G column. Is it really necessary to create that G? Okay, direct choose function लगा दिया तो चलता.
What is the end output you want to get?
No, that is for checkbox. G and H column for option button, my doubt.
Okay, but what? So this is for option button.
Yeah, and that for next table is for checkbox I created.
Okay. So what do you want to do with this?
So that G column is really necessary to create this one country column, और direct choose function लगा दिया quantity के बाजू में F column में या किधर भी तो चलेगा.
That is fine. But ultimately, you want to keep it like this, or you want to create a chart also?
Chart also.
So if you are creating a chart, selecting data like this for creating the chart will be easier for you, rather than selecting the values from here and then where will be the x-axis.
Okay.
That's the reason.
Okay, got it. So for x-axis, it's necessary for that country.
So
right?
whatever you want to use for that purpose, you need to bring that data set. If you don't want to create a chart, then also, like, you will not only look at this quantity, right? You would like to have some context also of countries or something else. So it's good for people to look at them together. Now, whether you want to place them next to this or maybe a different place, that's fine. It's up to you.
No, sir, my question is, country is already shown in the pivot table, right? Or country column, A column.
Yes.
So
Yes.
again, the same thing, we are putting formula and taking that country into the G column.
But remember, this pivot table and this, let's say if this is the final output, they will not be together. They will we will only show this much. So you need country. Okay. Now, if you want to create a chart, then maybe you don't need this, because chart also you can create by using this and by using this, but then you have to select it manually in each series. Okay. So you are inviting a little more work. Okay.
So I created already on the sheet 1 dash option. Okay. Chart is there already.
Okay.
Go up, up. Yeah.
Very good.
And bottom one is for checkbox option. That is okay. I understood that. But I had a doubt only for that x-axis.
So for chart, we need it from here or from here, whichever place you want. If you don't want to write this, that's also fine.
Yeah,
We
that
can
is
use
what.
this also.
Yeah, that's what my. Yeah.
In the chart, let's say if I click on this series, look at this range. In place of this range, you will take from the earlier column.
Pivot table, right? Pivot
Yes.
column. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But creating a chart like this, selecting the two columns together, it's very easy rather than going one by one each series.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay. Next question, guys. So I can see because, okay, these are all greetings only. Any questions?
Akhilesh, I have a questions.
Yes, Sumesh.
Okay, I'm
Macros
just. I have that too, but first an Excel query.
Okay.
So
Good.
I'll just sharing my screen.
Sure, I will stop sharing.
Okay. The screen is visible.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have process 1, process 2, process 3. So I have a different sheet like process 1, process 2 and all. So I just want to count the number of job or number of MPAN that been processed on process 1 from the date of 2nd October. Like it is 5 means I should get in the summary sheet as process 1 on 2nd October. So what should be the formula on based on this date I need? Likewise every day.
You have to use sum ifs or count ifs. What is it? Some numeric element or only counting is required? Go to process
Count.
1.
Okay, only counting only. So, for example, on 2nd October, few user have been processed around 5 jobs in a day, and the next day like this.
So then count ifs you will have to use. So write the formula in column B2 equal count ifs.
So range should be this one.
Yes, for the date, this is the range. Comma criteria. Select the cell in that summary sheet.
This one.
Yeah. Okay. Then comma. No.
Comma.
Okay, this is fine. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking you will write a single formula. That's also no. So just check this number. It should work. 5421.
So
12.
in case if we change it also, it will automatically change. So it need not to change into text format and we need not to do anything. Just need to select this. It will take it
Both
as
the
to.
format should be same. Then only it will match. It is not that on one side you are keeping it as a date. On the other side you are keeping as a text. It should match both sides.
Okay. If it is in date format, then here also it should be in date format. Same format like DD, MM, YY or any format is fine.
DD, MM, YY is just the display. It just requires a date. Display is not important.
Okay.
You know the difference between display and the content, right?
Yes.
If you click on comma, it should turn into a number. It is looking for that number, not the display.
Okay, fine. Got it.
Yeah. Great. Now, one challenge for everyone. Can you share this file? I think it is all simple file, right?
Yeah, simple file.
On the group. So just share it on the group, and one challenge for everyone. Write a single formula so that we can use it in column B, C, D, A. All the places. One single formula. Currently, what is happening? He needs to write the formula separately for process 1 sheet, process 2 sheets, process 3 sheets. Can we write it in such a way so that we can pull the sheets also in the count ifs, the sheet name also?
Using the same formula?
Yeah, I want one single formula. My formula should not change in different places. And I hope process 1, process 2, process 3 sheets are similar in structure.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So send it on the group. Let's see who comes up with.
I've just taken only 3, but I have around 15 process in a day. We need to do
Yes.
it.
Now, if that's the scenario which I was looking for, if 15 are there, then you don't want to, or I would not want to write 15 formulas, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I want a single formula which can give me, doesn't matter 15. I just drag it left and right and up and down, and my numbers are populated in all the cells. Okay.
I
Think.
think in
It will
here,
require something. I'm
yeah,
not
in
expecting a result now. Think on it later. Okay. But share this file so that, and
yeah,
put
sure.
also to everyone.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Okay. Great.
And regarding macro, I just want
Ah,
to, yeah, okay.
I
So,
have a limited knowledge on macro, but I will try.
yeah, okay. So, this is the structure I have to
Hmm.
collate the data for my productive was done by each people in the team.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so every day they will email their volume on a daily basis. I used to copy paste and I used to check their productive for the month.
Hmm.
So each time I have to copy paste like D, F, H. So each time I have to do it. So
Hmm.
I want to automate it. I've tried it, but I could not jump into the,
From where do you populate it?
okay. So I have a, so like this, they will be sending the sheet. So for
Okay.
example, Abhishek will be sending, emailing his productive detail every day to my email ID. So I used
Hmm.
to copy from here and input it in this particular file. So I have created the macro till here to loop it by seeing the video. But after this F2, I could not move the
Show me
cursor to,
Abhishek's file. Can you show me Abhishek's file?
yeah, sure.
This is Abhishek's file, right?
Yes.
The structure is same as the main file which where you are populating.
Yes.
Okay. So my approach would be, and I will tell you the reason why I don't know macros, because I didn't need macros.
Okay.
Okay. For last 8 years, I started learning them, but then came Power Query, and my all problems were solved by Power Query.
Okay.
My approach is you take the data from all the people, you
Okay.
consolidate that using Power Query, okay,
Okay.
and you remove the columns which are not important or which are formula related columns or which you don't want to see. Only keep the data which you want to consolidate and bring it here in one single sheet, in the sheet where you are populating, somewhere here. And then write simple sum ifs or count if functions so that as soon as tomorrow one person additional comes, okay, you don't need to worry about it. Macro can also do that job, but macro programming understanding is required a little bit. Power Query is done through the interface totally. Okay. You don't have to do loops and all. So all your job is to take all the people's file, consolidate, append the data using Power Query. And once that sheet is there, you just do normal functions, if function, VLOOKUP function, XLOOKUP, whatever you know, sum if, count if, use those functions to populate your respective format.
But they will be sending in a day-wise format. For example, in a week we have 5 days, so we will have 5 days productivity. So each day we have to do this reporting. So it would, so it would be like we have a man hours sheet. So we have to check for each process how many hours they have spent it and total hours for the bread. So we have to create a productivity sheet like this, and we have to
That's also fine. It is still
uh,
go to Abhishek sheets or any one sheet.
okay.
Okay. What are the informations available in this? So when you use Power Query, what
Okay.
should be the output of Power Query? That also you need to understand. Okay. So if you go to Power BI course or Power Query course, whichever is accessible to you, there is a dispenser water exercise. So there it is similar to this, but what are the unique informations available here? One is process, one is sub-process, other one is, can you hover your mouse somewhere else because it is showing, it is on column C. Okay.
So this is HT. This is the, I mean, this particular task need this much time to do it. So
Process, sub-process, then we have date, we have volume processed, and we have some minutes. So
total minutes.
5
Yeah.
or 6 unique informations are available in this data set. So try to gather those 6 informations by cleaning using Power Query.
Okay.
And after that, your formula writing will be much simpler. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Next question. Raj, mute yourself. Okay, next question, guys. No questions. Shall we end the call? बोलिए.
Actually, I'm kindergarten. Am I audible? Please.
Yes, you're audible.
I could not get the time to practice. I had a small query on calculations. Can I share the screen?
Yeah, you can share.
Yeah. 1 second. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, just on that calculation, what is taught,
Yeah. What is the question here?
1 second, just a second.
Till that time, please gather your doubts, sample files, so that you can ask question.
Yeah. So in type, so once I share the screen, I cannot operate or what?
No, you can.
1 second. Yes. Formulas.
Have you protected the sheet or something? Come out of the formula bar. Click on normal cell. Everything is disabled. हाँ, अभी ठीक है. Yeah.
I think so in type 3. Once again, come back. So just in type 4, I want to automatically move the cells in all directions.
Move the cells means write the formula
This,
and then
the formula, if I create in one cell, if I
that
just,
you can.
I should move in both the directions, horizontal and vertically.
So only one at a time works. Okay.
Either row or column, but not both.
Not both. So you copy that, select the full range and press enter. Then also you can populate it. That is also easy.
I did that way in type 2. Okay, so we cannot write a formula that automatically we can do in both the directions.
No, diagonally we cannot drag it. Okay, either vertical or horizontal. So do vertical once and then take the full range and then do horizontal or vice versa.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Welcome. Next question. डाउट सेशन बंद कर दूंगा मैं भाई लोग अगर ऐसे चलेगा तो.
Actually, in that in that sheet, there are many functions like I think first day all the things are not covered. So
that's fine. We will take care of it. We keep
fine,
more. अगर सब कुछ जल्दी खत्म हो गया तो then what we will do?
Got it.
We
Got
keep
it.
more. Okay, and
Fine,
we will always cover whatever is more important with respect to time available. Okay.
Okay.
When I go for corporate trainings, I keep hundreds of files. I use maybe 20-25. Okay. If any question is coming, we should be ready with the data rather than entering the data or creating the template at that moment, because that wastes a lot of time.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes, Amiti, Neelam, Chanda. Yes. So doubts you will have to ask during the doubts of the previous session. You have to ask on Wednesday or Thursday, whenever we have the doubt sessions. Okay. And anything which we cover on that Sunday, those who are part of those live sessions, you can ask those questions or any doubts on those topics at that moment. That's fine. So please complete the previous week's whatever learnings and doubts before that. Attend session 2 and practice and come back in the next week doubt session to ask the questions. Yes, next question. Hi Chanda.
Hi.
Hi Anurag. Yes, बताइए.
Hi, Akhilesh. I have two doubts, right?
Sure.
One is a sheet that I've just shared on the chat box. So this is basically a monthly forecast sheet that we
Where
present.
did you share WhatsApp group or?
No, on the Zoom chat box.
Sumesh, I can see he has shared. I don't see your file.
Shall I present my screen? Then?
Yeah, you can print. That's fine.
Okay. Just give me a minute, please. For some reason, it's not.
Share it on the WhatsApp group because I can't see. Yeah, I can see the screen.
Okay. Great. All right, so this is typically a forecast sheet that we update for our respective. So what I want to know is, so right now there are two sheets here, September and October sheet, where basically a VLOOKUP is done and a certain calculation is taken basis a ticket price, which is mentioned here and calculated. I would like to understand if there is any way to sort of do a different forecast calculation in order to get these numbers.
Can you explain again? My screen is showing very small. So
Sure, I will just repeat again.
yeah.
So this is typically a forecast sheet where it is showing certain revenue projections for the month. And it is picking up the values from basically from the ticket price for those respective, projects, right? So right now there is a simple VLOOKUP that has been incorporated in this. What I would like to basis the ticket price. What I would want to know is there a way to sort of use a different formula using forecast to simplify this?
What is the manual way of doing it? VLOOKUP is just pulling the number from one place to other.
That's right.
How would you like to improve it? What are the challenges which you are currently facing?
So I would like to, so let's say there is a certain revenue that I would like to drive. So let's say there is a ticket price of 1,000, let's say. Now, if there is any variation in the ticket price by, let's say, 5% or 10%, what would be my weekly projections basis those percentage scales for the entire month?
Okay. So for those kind of scenarios, I think you need to use what if analysis, which can take care of two factors. If this changes this much, then what will be your expected revenue? And if you go to our one of the previous doubt sessions, we had a dedicated session on what if analysis. Okay. And just take a look at it and you will get some idea. Okay.
Is there a recorded session there on the group where
Yes.
I can see?
It's a recorded session, and if you go to the group description, you will find a Google Sheet link which has all the past recorded sessions. Okay. And let me see if I can tell you the date also right away.
Sure.
Excel Beginners to Pro. So here it is updated. It must be somewhere in September.
All right, sure.
I will ask my team if it is not updated, but you will find it here itself. all the doubt sessions which we have had are listed here.
All right, I'll check it
Sometimes
out.
we cover a particular topic, so then it is mentioned with the name. Sometimes it is a generic doubt session, so we don't mention the name. We just call it as doubt session.
Okay.
I will give you a specific date. It was taken by one of the. It was taken by Shweta. Okay, and I was also there.
And
Most probably it should be there in like after 30th August. Okay,
I'll check it out.
we'll find that date and we'll pass it on to you.
Sure.
Okay.
So my second question is,
Yeah.
during one of those recording sessions, I had noticed the chat GPT on your dashboard. So is that an addition that you had plugged in?
We will take that session. Not yet there. We will take that session. पहले basic cover फिर automate करेंगे.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next. Sambaji, do you have any question? If no question, then please mute yourself. 21 लोग हैं, क्वेश्चन नहीं है एक के पास भी. राकेश, काजल, आकाश, कैसे चुप हो आज? You're on mute.
वो रिपोर्ट जो मैं बना रही हूँ ना उसमें बहुत स्ट्रगल कर रही हूँ. मैं क्लीनिंग तो कर लेती हूँ, बट अभी उसमें जब कैलकुलेशंस और वो आते हैं ना मेजर वगैरह, उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी जिससे कि रिजल्ट्स निकाले जा सकते हैं. वही अभी स्ट्रगल चल रहा है.
कोई नहीं, मेजर वाला सेक्शन have you covered multiple times in the from the course?
नीड्स प्रैक्टिस. वही.
Yes.
बट वो होता है कि रिपोर्ट्स जल्दी देनी होती है तो फिर वो गुजारे लायक बनती है.
हाँ, so see, learning से आप रिजल्ट इमीडिएटली नहीं दे सकते ना. लर्निंग इज फॉर लॉन्गर टर्म. So जो फायर फाइटिंग you were doing, do it that way. Plus do not forget that I can do it better using this learning. Okay. Problem happens that people are always in firefighting mode. They never change the mode. Okay, then things don't improve because next time
Report by report, I'm getting better.
Okay, that's it. That's the motive, right? Like I am teaching you guys, but I was not like this few years back. I was also getting better every day. Okay. उसको थोड़ा स्पीड अप किया जा सकता है in different forms, but whatever is in your hand, do that much at this moment. And if you have any questions, so show it on the screen and then we can.
So what I did for now, I just make a combination of X.
ठीक है. But if some doubts are there on measures, you show it on the doubt sessions and we will try to solve it, or we will guide you at least. It can be done this way. Okay, next person. Two more minutes. If no questions, we will end the call. Ramdat, you want to say something? Amol, anything? चलो ठीक है, फिर अगली वीक मिलते हैं. नेक्स्ट वीक. Type no questions in the chat box. NQ.
Sir, I have asked from doubt in PowerBI.
What is that doubt? Remind me again.
Yeah, actually that is like how to enter number for to do for number formatting in lakhs in Power BI graphs charts.
In Power BI, it is not there. Okay, and Power BI doesn't allow custom formatting. The only possibility is to divide the number by 1,000 or like 100,000. Okay. Power BI custom formattings are not there as of now. Any other question?
In Power BI, there is only one option to make the percentage in row total, like that is stacked diagram. And in
row total and column total may be there, but when you click, the total itself changes, right? When you click on something. So here there is a concept of what we call all. Okay. So in the you have to use calculate again and again, whenever you want to customize this. So calculate some calculation, and let's say, so first calculate the denominator. Okay. So that when you click on something, a child of a particular column, okay, then it doesn't change only for that column. So how to do it? You have to write it like this. Let me share my screen if it is not there. Let's say sales is one of the column. My screen is visible? Okay. So you have to write a function like this, calculate. Okay. Obviously it will not work. So I will start with calculate, open bracket. The first thing which calculate requires is sales. So I will take sales or whatever you are counting. Then comes the filtering context. So in the filter, when you click on something, the sales itself filters based on your selection. So we don't want that because we want the denominator to be same. So we can always mention something like this, all open bracket, and mention your dimension, be it your class, be it your subject, be it your teachers, whatever you don't want to change, or whatever like was the total, mention that field. Let's say it is class and close the bracket. So now this result will give you the total sales of all classes, no matter what you have clicked in the class column or class chart. Okay. And then you take, now if you want to calculate percentage, you will take sales divided by this item, whatever it is. So you have to work little bit extra for the denominator items because they themselves change when you are doing a selection. Okay. Try this way and then we will see.
So while cleaning the data, there were two options in Power BI. One was clean and one was trim. So trim, I know that it reduces the space. And what is clean?
Clean, I don't know exactly, but it says that it removes some like non-printable characters, something like that. Okay. So I have not used it a lot. Like I just apply it. I don't know whether it will help or not. But here there is a function here also clean, right? Removes all non-printable characters. So that kind of functionality is there in Power BI also. Sometimes what happens when we copy paste some like reverse P's and like random characters appear from some web when we copy paste. So maybe it is to clean those kind of characters.
I used that by chance and it made a separate column and the heading was clean, only clean, and
So
the data was there.
It is if it is working, it's fine. Okay, but I don't know what are non-printable characters. Like I have not come across those kind of things. Okay.
Yes, and while cleaning the data, I'm spending most of my time in like some has written the capital C. There is a difference in writing, and that is why the separate column is made. And somewhere
So
the data
you're
is
talking
different.
about headers. You're talking about headers.
Headers also, yes, headers, huh?
Mainly headers will create the issue. Otherwise, values, you can select the column and then say, okay, make it upper, lower. So it may be in any form, but you can make it in any form once it is consolidated. If
Then
it is
I need
headers,
to search in which file it is there, and then there I have to correct it, and then it is making that column.
so what I would suggest you that select the column, whichever is causing the issue, and then there is an option of changing the case in Power BI, Power Query itself. Try to use that if that can help.
First I need to
Originally-
identify ना कि कौन problem कहाँ पर है, क्यों ये दो column बन गए हैं. Then after that I just make it resolved. फिर मुझे ढूंढना पड़ता है कौन सी क्लास में ये हुआ है.
Is the order same?
Yes, order is same.
So then don't depend on that columns now. Why are you depending on those columns? Let me show
Because
you which video.
when I am grouping that ना, तो उसमें क्या हो रहा है कि वो different results show करता है कि जैसे
Because you are creating the queries for each class separately. That's why it is happening. Right or
नहीं,
no?
I am appending.
How are you appending? The queries of each classes are different, right? Correct? Can you share your screen? Do you have it?
Sample file नहीं है sir.
Okay. But it must be, because when you append manually, then only those changes happens, those problems happens. Okay, let me try to find it. Doubt sessions, Power BI is not here. 2 days Power BI. Data preparation. And let's try to do append exercise. Power BI file is opening. Just wait on that. If you consolidate it from a folder directly, then it cares about the position of the columns, not the name of the columns. Name, you can write it manually one by one, or you can have a dummy sheet or dummy file which can give you the names. I don't have it. It's clean. Okay, but I am 100% sure that problem is because of that.
But that is not the folder. That was one Excel file, Excel sheet, and in that one particular Excel sheet, there were multiple sheets.
And you created one query for each sheet, right?
No, I
Then
appended first
how?
by ticking them.
No, you can't take it. Let me show you. Okay, I will get data from, let's say, folder, Excel file. Again, you have to watch Power Query videos again. You are missing little bit. Okay, the starting point you are missing. And let me go. Now, let me stop the recording first. Okay, because this is sales sheet, and I will click on load because I know the data is tabular. No problems are there. So Tangaras, now it can answer your questions also, the things which you are trying to create using pivot. This data, we can demonstrate that. I will go for a new page, or I can do it here also. And let's take this matrix. And we are having sales data, and this is having invoice date.
Right.
You are bringing invoice date, right?
हाँ.
Okay. Do you see this date hierarchy? Invoice date is broken down into 4 elements also.
हाँ.
So now you have quarter separately. I will bring quarter. I will bring, let's say, what do you want to bring here? Year. And then I will bring my sale. And it creates my columns side by side for each quarter. I've used matrix. Quarters are coming like this. In your case, it may be coming like this, right? Correct?
I shared one image in Power BI group.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
April, May, and July. I want it all together parallelly.
April, May, July. But the data April, May is coming from what? File name, sheet name, what? How it is coming?
From date, CRO date. There is one column, CRO date. From there it has come.
So if it is a date column, that date generates these kind of hierarchies. These kind of hierarchies. Use that section rather than your grouping, and then use. Okay. If your April, May, June, you need that kind of grouping, you can create a custom grouping also by right-clicking, let's say months. You can right-click the months and create. Here it is not there. Okay, watch that video here. There is a date master video somewhere here. Okay, or I've showed it in that time intelligence session. Okay, you are part of that. So use that date master. And it can help you to customize little more, customize your dates little more. Okay. But use these hierarchies rather than your sheet names or file names for the dates. Nothing needs to be done. Only you need to use matrix and column section. मुझे लगता है कि I need to introduce one-to-one sessions as well as done for you. Your reports, I will do it, and then you enjoy the limelight for all of you. Tangaraz, understood how you will create the summaries?
Yes, sir. We can directly upload the data.
Bring the original data, and your data looks very tabular. Okay, so you don't have any issues. Bring the data, and you create these kind of matrix reports, and then bring row, whatever you are bringing in pivot, same thing. Only filter is not there because everything filters here automatically. So that's why filter section is not there. So all the 3 sections are there with more power. Next question.
Time हो गया.
Time हो गया. मेरा तो नहीं हुआ, ठीक है. Okay. If no questions, let me see if anything WhatsApp or everywhere. Nothing. Kuldeep. All good. Okay. So everything looks good, guys, and be more prepared next time. Okay, so that you can ask better questions. At least
We'll watch again all the videos.
You watch again and try to resolve it there. If you are not able to resolve, remove the confidential part of your data, but keep the structure same, and then showcase it. Okay.
We'll do next week.
Otherwise, your problems are not getting solved. Like you are not able to ask questions on WhatsApp properly. Okay. Here you are getting a chance, but you are not able to show your screen. So work little bit extra, and then you will be able to share your screen. And others will also learn. And those who are coming here and sitting like dormant people, okay, next time be prepared for some questions. Because if others stop asking questions, then there is no doubt session and there is no learning for you. So you be the person who can ask the question. Oh, we have got Funny also, luckily. Hi, Funny. This is new Funny or old Funny?
There are two.
Yes, one person recently joined. Okay, Funny बात नहीं कर रहा है. चलो, ठीक है guys. Good night. Take care.
Akhilesh, I've just joined. Sorry, I came from office.
Yes,
Just
Funny.
came from office.
हाँ. Switch on your
Will I be
video.
Yeah, I can't do that now at this point of time. I just came home from office.
ठीक है. What is your question?
No, I don't have any questions. Will I be getting this recording session?
हाँ, recording session मिलेगा, but you have a lot of things to watch. So many recordings are there.
Yeah.
Okay, it will be provided. It will be shared in the group. Okay. You can go to the group description, and all the recording links are mentioned over there.
Sure. Thanks so much, Akhilesh.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
One last try. Anyone else having any other question?
The last question regarding any macro doubt session can be conducted. One session.
So Mesh, it will not be regular because we don't have any in-house person. We will have to invite someone, and like we cannot do it very frequently. So we will have to gather the doubts, then only it is possible. Okay. We collaborated with someone and then taken their course, thinking that okay, rather than having nothing, we will at least have something. Okay, that was the intention of having that course.
Well, I've completed that course, so I've tried it, but still there are more advanced macros are there. So thought of no problem. Thanks.
Okay. But I would suggest you to use the Power Query because your problem looks more for Power Query rather than the macro.
Okay. I'll
Power
go
Query
through
plus
Power Query.
functions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. We'll try.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, then. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.
Right.